Welcome to session 5 of Unit 2 in learning the course Design and Analysis of Algorithms. In our previous sessions, we seen various applications which are solved using divide and conquer procedure. Those applications are binary search, merge sort and quick sort. Now we are going to see the Strasson's matrix multiplication, one more application of divide and conquer algorithm design strategy. Let us see the objectives of this session. Now here the main objectives of this session are to learn the procedure of Strasson's matrix multiplication. The learning outcomes of this session are understand the process of Strasson's matrix multiplication and able to compare Strasson's multiplication with the general matrix multiplication method. Now here the concepts that we are going to discuss in this session are problem statement, general matrix multiplication, Strasson's matrix multiplication and comparison of complexities of both methods. Now here, what is a problem statement? Coming to the problem statement, in general, the matrix multiplication can be carried out with some number of multiplications and additions. If you observe the matrix multiplication process, we are going to do some number of additions and some number of multiplications to complete that particular matrix multiplication. In digital circuits, the multiplication can be carried out by the sequence of additions. So, if you want to do one multiplication, that can be carried out by the sequence of additions. That is, for example, if you want to find 4 threes, the multiplication of 4 into 3. If you want to do the multiplication of 4 into 3, how in digital circuit this multiplication can be performed? 4 threes. It goes for taking 4 threes and these 4 threes are added to get the multiplied value. So that is, the multiplication can be carried out by the sequence of additions. First we are going to add these 2, we will get 6. For this we are going to add 3, we will get 9. For this we are going to add 3. So we will get finally 12. So like that, with the sequence of additions, the multiplication can be carried out. Now if we reduce the number of multiplications in matrix multiplication, automatically it reduces the time complexity. So one multiplication means some number of additions. If you reduce the number of multiplications, even though you may increase the number of additions, but it reduces the time complexity. If we are reducing one multiplication means we are reducing some number of additions. So that's why it automatically reduces the time complexity. So the Strasson's matrix multiplication is an attempt to reduce the number of multiplications so that it reduces the time complexity of matrix multiplication. I hope you understood the problem statement of matrix multiplication. So in generally, the matrix multiplication can be carried out with some number of additions and some number of multiplications. In digital circuits, the multiplication can be carried out by the sequence of additions. If you reduce the number of multiplications in doing the matrix multiplication, it automatically reduces the time complexity of that particular multiplication. So here, the Strasson's matrix multiplication is an attempt to reduce the number of multiplications so that we are going to reduce the time complexity of doing the matrix multiplication. Now here let us see how the general multiplication process carried out. Here this is the algorithm for general matrix multiplication. Here I have given two matrices x, y and the resultant matrix is z. By the multiplication of those two, we will get the resultant matrix as z. And the number of rows and number of columns are represented with p, r. For I is equal to 1 to p and for j is equal to 1 to r. Initially, I initialize zij with 0. For k is equal to 1 to q, what we are doing, zij is equal to zij plus xik into ykj. And finally we are returning the resultant matrix, which is nothing but z. This is the general algorithm what we follow to do the multiplication of two matrices. Now here, let us see the procedure here. For example, I considered two 2 by 2 matrices, how the multiplication is carried out. See the procedure first. So here, if you observe the process, here if you consider two 2 by 2 matrices, that the two 2 by 2 matrices are A and B. By the multiplication of these two matrices, you will get C. By the multiplication of these two matrices, you will get C. Now, how this C can be obtained? C11, C12, C21 and C22 can be obtained. Here, this is the first value C11. Here, one multiplication, one addition and one multiplication. So here I did a multiplication, here I did addition and here I did multiplication. So totally if you see this entire process, how many multiplications are there? 8 multiplications are there. In this entire process we have 8 multiplications and 4 additions. 8 multiplications and 4 additions. So each multiplication can be carried out by the sequence of additions. Each multiplication can be carried out by the sequence of additions. That is, if you want to multiply A11 into B11, A11 B11s are A11 B11s are. That is, A11 number of B11s that I need to take. I need to add all those B11s. Then we will get the multiplication of these two. That is, we are performing sequence of additions. If we reduce this number of multiplications, it automatically reduces the time complexity. Now, what is the time complexity of this procedure first? Let us see the time complexity of this procedure. Here, this gives the time complexity recurrence relation for this procedure. The time complexity recurrence relation for general matrix multiplication. Here, T of 1 is equal to C and 8, A value is 8 and B value is 2 and F of n. So by calculating the time complexity, by solving this recurrence relation and by calculating the time complexity, we will get the time complexity as big O of n power log 8. Big O of n power log 8. So here that means it becomes big O of n cube. It becomes big O of n cube. How it becomes big O of n cube? Let us see. So here big O of n power log 8. So that is big O of n power log 2 cube. Here already base 2 is there. So that's why log 2 cube. This becomes big O of n power 3 log 2 base 2. So which becomes here log 2 base 2 is 1. The time complexity is big O of n cube. So here in case of the general matrix multiplication, the time complexity becomes big O of n cube. Now here what about Strasson's matrix multiplication? Let us see the Strasson's matrix multiplication. Now here how Strasson do the multiplication of two 2 by 2 matrices. So for example, for conveniently explaining, here we taken 2 by 2 matrices only. And here the two by 2 matrices can be multiplied like this. Now here we are going to find first, we are going to find the values of M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6 and M7. How these values can be found? Let us see. So here these values can be found. M1 can be found A0, A00 plus A11 into B00 plus B11. In the same way, M2 is A10 plus A11 into B00. Now M3 is A00 into B01 minus B11. Now M4 is A11 into B10 minus B00. And M5 is A00 plus A01 into B11. And M6 is A10 minus A00 into B00 plus B01. And M7 is A01 minus A11 into B10 plus B11. If you observe these all, here every value contains one multiplication. Every value contains one multiplication. Now here totally how many multiplications are there? 7 multiplications are there. Totally 7 multiplications are there. Okay, even though there may present more number of additions or subtractions. There may be present more number of additions or subtractions, but here there is only 7 multiplications. If you observe the earlier case, so if you do this process by adding or subtracting all these elements, you will get the resultant matrix. Even though it may contains more number of additions or subtractions, but it contains only 7 multiplications. But your general matrix multiplication contains 8 multiplications. That is, we reduced 1 multiplication by the Strasson's matrix multiplication. Now the time complexity of this one becomes big O of n power log 7. In case of your general matrix multiplication, it becomes big O of n power log 8. N power log 8. Here this becomes big O of n power log 7, which reduces the time complexity. So that is big O of n power log big O of n power log 7 means we can write this as big O of n power log 2 power approximately becomes 2.8 base 2, which becomes n power 2.8 log 2 base 2. So whose time complexity is big O of n power 2.8. The Strasson's in case of Strasson's matrix multiplication, the time complexity becomes big O of n power 2.8. But the general matrix multiplication takes the time complexity big O of n cube. That is, by reducing one multiplication, reduced the time complexity. Just for 2 by 2 matrices, we reduced this much of time complexity. N power 0.2 time complexity are reduced. If you take the larger matrices, larger sized matrices, in that case, definitely we'll have a large variance, a large difference in the time complexities of general matrix multiplication and Strasson's matrix multiplication. Now here I am going to show you the comparison of both the methods. Here this is direct computation. This is the normal matrix multiplication. This gives the general matrix multiplication, which contains 8 multiplications and 8 additions. Here this gives the Strasson's matrix multiplication, which gives 7 multiplications and 22 additions. Even though the additions may be increased, but here we reduced 1 multiplication. 1 multiplication means lot of additions. 1 multiplication means lot of additions. I reduced all those additions by reducing that 1 multiplication. So it reduces the time complexity when compared to that of the general matrix multiplication. Now you may feel that it is difficult to represent all these values in case of Strasson's matrix multiplication. I am going to give you a video. I am going to present you a small video clip which explains you how to remember writing all these values, that is from M0 to M6 and from C00 to C11. How to represent all these values. I will show a small video clip which gives you how to remember all these values to write in Strasson's matrix multiplication. Let us see this video.
Learn and derive these 7 formulas given to be said. First one is ahead. Make a note that the spelling is AHED. But you can learn it as ahead. Then we have diagonals. Diagonals obviously represent the diagonals of the matrices. Last CR and first CR. C represents your column, R representing a row. Okay? So we have two matrices X and Y. We have these 4 points. And make a note that when we are looking for row, we will consider plus sign, and when we are looking for column, we will consider a minus sign. So first write P1, P2, P3 till P7 in your notebook. Then we will use our first point, that is ahead, AHED. Then we have diagonals. Diagonals Here we present the diagonals of the matrices X and Y. We have diagonals AD, so we will write A plus D, and then we have diagonal EH, so we will write E plus H. Remember the order matters here, so you have to write A plus D into E plus H in P5. Then we have class CR. C represents here column, R represents here row. We will look for the last column in X. The last column in X is BD. So we write B minus D. We have taken the minus sign because a column is considered here. Then last R in Y is GH. Since it is a row, we will write G plus H. Then we will consider our next point, that is first CR. First column of X is AC. Since it is a column, we will write A minus C, and first row of Y is EF. Since it is a row, we will write E plus L. We have completed P5, P6 and P7. Now we have to complete P1, P2, P3 and P4. Now consider P1. In P1 we have A. In other matrix, the corresponding element of A is E. Since we are in Y, we have to check for columns, and the opposite column is FH. Since it is a column, we will write F minus H. Okay? Now consider P2. In P2 we have H. The opposite corresponding element of H is D, and since we are in X, we will consider 4 rows. The opposite row is AB. And since it is a row, we will write A plus B. Now consider P3. In P3 we have E. The opposite corresponding element of E is A. And since A is in X, we will check for rows, and the opposite row is CD. And we will use positive sign here as we are considering the row, so we will write C plus D. Now consider P4. The element of P4 is D, and the opposite element is H. Since we are in Y, so we will consider column, and the opposite column is GE. And since it is a column, we will write G minus E. Now we have developed a way to derive these 7 formulas. Now we will use these 7 formulas to develop the product of these matrices X and Y. In order to learn this, I have developed my own way. You can just memorize it. First, I will write P1 is P2, then P3 is P4 because it is easy to memorize. Then I will use P6, P5, P4 minus P2. P6, P5, P4 are consecutive numbers, so it is easy to learn them. Then I will write minus P2. In the last, I will write P1, P5, P3, P7. All the numbers are odd, so you can plug them separately. You can just have your own method to learn this product of the matrices X and Y. A question of structure and causing generally comes in exam examination for 12 marks. So you can just use this method to memorize the form of structure and pattern for your exams.
Right. I hope you all understood how to remember all those values for writing in Strasson's matrix multiplication. Now I am going to summarize the concepts what we discussed in this session. In this session, we discussed about the general matrix multiplication process, also the Strasson's matrix multiplication process, and why we are moving towards Strasson's matrix multiplication, since it reduces the time complexity. Your general matrix multiplication contains 8 multiplications and some number of additions, whereas your Strasson's matrix multiplication contains only 7 multiplications. By reducing one multiplication, it reduces the time complexity. So here all this process is explained by considering 2 by 2 matrices. If you consider more sized matrix, large sized matrix, it definitely reduces, there is a lot of variance in the time complexity in general matrix multiplication and the Strasson's matrix multiplication. And also I shown you a video clip which helps you in remembering all the values for writing that Strasson's matrix multiplication. So here to assess yourself, I given some questions, answer these questions. The first question is, the Strasson's matrix multiplication application follows dash algorithm technique. Option A, divide and conquer. Option B, 3D method. Option C, dynamic programming. And option D, backtracking. Coming to the next question, the Strasson's matrix multiplication dash. Option A increases the number of scalar multiplications in matrix multiplication. Option B decreases the number of scalar multiplications in matrix multiplication. Option C, this method cannot be used for multiplication. Option D, this method used for multiplication, but there is no change between general method and this method. Next, write a short note on Strasson's matrix multiplication. In preparing this presentation, I used the digital content from various public sources. This is used only for educational purpose and not for the commercial purpose. Thank you for listening to the session.